What's up, guys? Welcome back. Sorry, I'm back, I should say. It's been a while. I am going to make a conscious effort to try and bring you guys more videos. In the past, I've been pretty particular about being meticulous with what I'd show and having it really well edited, and that's prevented me from bringing you guys any content at all for quite a while. You'll see some really good edited videos still come through, like the one from World Cup just recently. But for the most part, I'm going to try and just do like a vlog style video update for you guys on a regular basis. You might hear my guys up in the front office. They're on lunch break, of course. It's really hard to bring you guys content when the shop is running at full steam because it's really noisy with everyone cutting and grinding and things of that nature. So I'm taking an opportunity now to try and film something during lunch break while they're all eating lunch. So speaking of World Cup, for that matter, you guys might recognize this car, the black ZENITH EVO, and I'm sure you're all wondering what is next with this car. As you can see, I've started breaking it apart to try and do the maintenance that I'm planning on doing for the winter and also making some changes. Speaking of which, if you're looking for a 73mm turbo from Apex, I've got one for sale. So contact me for questions you may have on that thing. It's got ceramic coating on both of the housings, and I've only run it for one season, so it's in really good shape. I'm looking for $39.99 for that thing, so like I said, hit me up if you're looking to buy that. I've also got a bunch of other EVO parts for sale, so you can always reach out if you're looking for something to see if I have it. Aside from upgrading the turbo, which I'm going to go to an 86mm, everybody that is running in the stick shift class, forgive me, the guys in the front office, maybe I should go close the door. All right, so now that I've closed the door, what I was saying is I'm planning on doing a few upgrades to this thing. I've got a carbon 3-piece front end from Carbonetics that's going on the car, and other than going up to an 86mm turbo, that's pretty much what I'm planning on doing this winter. There's some other odds and ends, but nothing too sexy to talk about. I am planning on going to the 86mm simply because everybody that's in the stick shift class is running a larger turbo, and we're on a 73mm. The world record for a Mitsubishi EVO 8 or 9 platform, 789 for that matter, is 750, held by my friend Rafe from RRT Motorsports, and I'd really like to chase him down and take over that. So he's on an 86mm. I think if I jump up to that size turbo, I have a good chance of competing with him, along with the other cars that are in the stick shift class over a World Cup and other events that we're racing at. So definitely some changes coming for this car, as you would imagine. More to come on that. I can't recall whether or not I gave you guys any content for this RX-7. We did a really cool V-mounted setup for this guy. He's a friend of mine, and we've done the exhaust and the roll cage on this car. We also did all the ducting for the V-mount stuff. I know I'm not doing a very good job of getting you guys visibility here. Maybe I can come over here and grab a light. But see, this is an example of what I was talking about. In the past, I'd be super meticulous about editing and making sure that things were cut briefly as opposed to showing you me grabbing a light. And you know, that's prevented me from really giving you guys content, so I'm going to do my best to do more of a vlog style setup here. But you can see how we've done all the ducting for this, and it came out really, really nice. He's maintained his stock oil cooler, which is in the back, and the intercooler is above, the radiator is on the bottom. Really interested in seeing how that one comes out. We've got a DSM here that we've done quite a bit of work to. We built the air to water intercooler setup. It's actually stuffed underneath this headlight here in the bumper area. Probably get you a decent shot of that. And then we're in the middle of just doing some maintenance. Made a change for this intercooler pipe because he wanted to go to an S90 throttle body. So we're actually just waiting on a silicone coupler. He wants blue silicone couplers, so we're getting a blue one. A couple of odds and ends. You can see the heat exchanger set up in the front here. All the plumbing that we did to make that work. And then you probably noticed these seats that are over here. This is the interior out of this International Scout, which I'll show you over there in the corner in a sec. We had a local company reupholster the front seats and the rear seats of this thing. And we did a custom exhaust system on this car, or this truck rather. And the customer was super happy with it. And while it was here, he wanted to know if we could help him install the center console. So we're doing the center console along with this interior that I was showing you. But at the same time, I also noticed that the bed of the truck was in pretty poor shape. He wanted us to remove there was a wood bed on here originally, and ended up removing the wood bed, which revealed how rotted the rear bed was underneath. And he asked us to cut that out. One thing led to another, and well, as you can see, we've basically cut the whole bed out and are replacing it panel by panel. Luckily, I was able to find all of the parts that we needed pre-stamped from a company online, with the exception of the main wheel tubs. So we've had to kind of rebuild the outer edges of that thing from scratch, but it's starting to come together pretty nicely. Say hi, Tom.
Hi.
In the world.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
This is Tom. Tom's working on this BMW right now. And it's got an LS swapped into it. We're working on the turbo kit for him. He came here with a Chinese turbo kit, and we're basically rebuilding the whole thing from scratch. Tom's done a real nice job of building the intercooler piping on this one, which I'm sure you'll get a chance to see later on at some point. But yeah, a bunch of cool projects in the shop. Say hi, Rob. That's Rob. This BMW V10, which you've probably seen in some of the shop updates, because this thing's been here for about a year. It's got a V10 out of an M5. We've done custom exhaust, roll cage. We had to do a bunch of wild things like shifting the whole pedal assembly over to accommodate fitting the hydro boost setup that he wanted on it. We've notched the strut towers so that we can fit all that in place. This one's been a crazy puzzle. The most recent piece of the puzzle being this radiator setup. We had a custom radiator made by PWR, and now we've mounted it. Now we're working on plumbing it. This one's just been a real long process. And then we've got Malik's EVO 8. Malik's EVO 8 just got a handful of new upgrades. One of them being our removable tube front end, which you can see right up there. We cut off the chassis right at this point over here. It's probably hard for you guys to see in here, but if you look, let's see, up through there, you'll see how we've cut off the chassis, and it's now got a removable tube front end on it. I'm trying to get you guys a good look at this because it's up in the air and I can't move it because of the BMW, but we built the removable tube front end. There's a pretty good shot of it. I guess the camera's not going in that spot. There we go. So you can see where we've cut the chassis and how it's holding the radiator and the intercooler. We built all custom intercooler piping and belly pan where the wastegates are going through it. And the wastegates have, you know, walls on it so that this thing can actually still hold fluid. It's got a new ETS intercooler on it. We did the rear mustache bar delete that's offered by Torque Solutions, and it's also got the quick release bumper setup that we offer. So his bumper comes off with 6 of these quick release tabs. There's 2 on the upper section there, and then 2 on either side. Only thing this car doesn't have from us is a nice exhaust system. I won't even show you the exhaust on this beautiful specimen. Everything's top dollar, high quality, well done. It's even got a sequential in it. It's got a billet block and a dry sump, but man, the exhaust needs to go. So we'll be seeing this one come back soon enough for that. And then the only other project to show you guys at this time would be this C8 Corvette. We've done quite a bit of work on this one. Regular customer of ours. This thing is sporting a ton of carbon fiber goodies. It's got intake system on it. We did some carbon fiber tips for him, trying to convince him to let us do a real exhaust system for it, but we're working on installing this carbon cover where we cut away some of the trunk liner so that we can put on a carbon cover which will reveal and show off the new carbon intake system. So that's pretty much what's going on in the shop right now. And like I said, I'm going to try and bring you guys more updates and just give you guys an inside look at what's going on in the shop. Feel free to comment below, send me any questions on anything you may have. And other than that, we'll catch you later.